So yeah, quick backstory, and then I'm going to wrap this video up so that I can finish chopping up my invasive prickly bushes in the woods with a few minutes to clear my brain out instead of chatting. I think that would be good today. I graduated college from the University of Connecticut with a degree in design and technical theater, and have successfully mapped the skills that I was able to acquire in my art degree into a agricultural career and digital marketing career that has a lot of layers to it. And it's been an absolute blast taking that theater degree, the artsy kid who likes to take photos and shoot videos, and turn it into what life is like today. And I find my life very fulfilling, and I'm grateful for a lot of things. I wish the world was in a better place. I feel like that's a whole topic for another day. But very grateful for that path. So the quick journey there is that with an art degree from UConn, if you want jobs, you go to LA or New York. And so I went to New York because my girlfriend was headed there. All my friends were headed there, and I didn't have to go to the other side of the country. Nothing against LA, it was just closer to New York. And so I went from growing up in suburbia, going to college in a town that was mostly cows, and then a college in Connecticut. And now I'm living in the big city. I get some good jobs in entertainment. I start working for the Howard Stern Show, and I'm Sussy from the Howard Stern Show, who's going to ride his bike around the world. Around the world became across the country and then have a baby. And got really into where my food comes from and how it's produced, both food and craft beer. I was a craft beer nerd. Yeah, I was a big craft beer nerd, and I enjoyed not only, I enjoyed it not just because I never really liked the feeling of getting drunk. A nice buzz once in a while, sure, but drunk's not my jam. I genuinely enjoy the taste of beer, and I love the craft of how it's created, how things are sourced, the mark that a brewer can leave on that beer through its creation is something that's cool to me. I'm into food, and it's, food. Beer is making bread in liquid form. And decided I couldn't live in New York City anymore for a number of reasons, which we can get into in a future chat, but I'm trying to cut this short. And went 6,000 miles by bicycle from New York to Seattle to San Diego, with brief dips into Canada and Mexico, and apprenticed on farms, guest brewed with brewers, which was really just pouring hops in when they were pouring hops in, and taking pictures of myself on different brew systems. It was a lot of fun. And met a lot of awesome people. And the kind of background for the trip, we said we were raising money for charity, which we raised a couple $1,000s for Farm Aid, which was pretty awesome. Got to go see Farm Aid in Kansas City. And had just so many adventures. And we were on the road apprenticing and traveling for 2 years without a permanent address. We had friends mailing things to friends and family, and then just having drop points along the way. And we made it work. And then all of a sudden we had this big dose of reality that would then become Mabel. And had to settle down from an otherwise untethered life. And so Mabel joined us in 2013, and that year we had no car, no jobs, no house, not a lot of money. Kate was pregnant, and we were moving. And we ended up moving twice in that year, which, was what a trip both times. We had just traveled 6,000 miles we were the food cyclists because that was the open domain. And then we were biking for food and supporting farms and the farming movement in the way that we could along our journeys. And 6,000 miles and 11 miles away from our new farm called Food Cyclist Farm is another farm startup called the Food Cycle. And the Food Cycle is Kent Falls Brewing Company and Never Sink Spirits and the farm at Kent Falls Brewing. And I was like, no freaking way did I just travel all that, spent all this time, developed a brand, and there's somebody doing the same thing. I'm going to go meet him. So I grabbed a six-pack, reached out to him, and showed up one day and was like, hey, how you guys doing? My name's John. I'm the Food Cyclist. And they're like, we're the Food Cycle. Are you trying to steal our business? And then once I'm stuck. Once they got to know me, they realized how laughable it was that I would be stealing their business. And we became really good friends. And then later business partners, as I came on first as a farm manager and then as a partner, because I was very vested in seeing this business succeed. I saw it as, the potential to be my life's work. Farming takes patience, and you plant trees, and not always because you know that you'll reap all the rewards, but because you hope down the road you're doing the right thing for your environment and the people around you and have something to pass on to your kids. And I gave everything to the Food Cycle. And this was from 2013, midway through the year, because I had started my own farm and was running my farm. Mabel came. I was in the midst of taking my farm and moving it over to operate on the land here with the Food Cycle in Kent Falls. And now it is 2025, and I'm out here cutting bushes in the woods, and there's a whole bunch of story in between those two dates. And what I'll leave with today is that I have every journal. I journal along the way. I have all my journals. I have the original plans for my chicken tractors. I have over 250,000 photos and videos. I found some more the other day on an old hard drive. So going back to 2004, when I was in college, I have photos and videos from college up until this video that you're watching today. And I'm going to start printing more of those out to tell some stories. You're going to see me not just out here, but in the office, because I like sharing the stories with you, and my photographs are really good, and they're just living on a hard drive and no one will ever see them. So as a way to create and share some of my art, I'm going to select those photographs. We're going to tell some more stories in the office so that when I'm out here, I can do the time lapse and not worry about trying to talk and be on the camera at the same time, because it takes away from this experience, which is otherwise peaceful and some nice solitude, minus the dog roaming around. So I'm going to shut up now, and I think you're amazing. Thanks for taking the time to make it to the end of this video, and I'm going to catch the rest of the sun. Talk to you soon.